Nice work.
quiet, Nimdut. There's come from.
So
You don't think the Clavager died alone in the strangle route? Why? Don't you? Oh, it's you.
Thanks, you too. How was your day?
Even if we want to stop them,
Ah,
we may not be able to.
Welcome back.
I'm Valen.
Care to take a look around?
Principal of the thing.
Well, expensive. So off now.
What's that?
So far it's been good.
Catch more flies.
Just started
Are the
a couple minutes ago.
You know what?
Enjoying this new game, Avowed.
Now go make
It's
yourself.
giving me sort of Skyrim vibes, but it doesn't seem as overwhelming so far anyways.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sorry to interrupt, I'm also looking into Dream Scourge. Waker at your service. Remind, what were you talking about? I'm nosy.
Our farms are dying, and the politician here won't do anything about it.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private
Can you
discussion.
hear me okay? Can you hear the game okay? I'm an Endirian envoy. Is that official enough? Private discussion. We're arguing in the middle of the town.
We have Giata
That
to
is
thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
If you want
A
to
cart full of spoiled vegetables.
message me,
You call that a point?
definitely will
Emerald
take a
Stair
look
used to be a lush garden for
after
miles around,
stream.
and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
That's why I'm here. Perhaps Unimancer can help me stop it. The deeper I go into living lands, the worse this gets.
Indeed. We were fighting the Dream Scourge before it even had a name. I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
But you do. What would it take for you to fix this? It's difficult to ignore dying farms once you start starving. Maybe just be cautious, but you do.
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
What's the worst that could happen? She's the one taking all the risks here. I think she knows what she's doing. Let me take her off your hands. I'll make sure nothing goes wrong. What's the worst that could
Are you going
happen?
to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
Dare you use that against me?
What's going on in your
I
basement,
know
girl?
it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
Girl, I want to know what's... Yeah, what was that about your family's basement?
Nothing. Our governor is backed into a corner and lashing out. I almost respect him for it. Buy me a drink sometime, and I'll tell you all about my family's basement.
Ale, wine, or something stronger?
All of the above. I have a lot of forgetting to do. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel. From this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
Vanished.
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Giatta.
It's a bit too soon to tell.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community
Dare you.
together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now
Tell
live
him.
back to your giant house like a good dog.
Oh.
We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'm looking your basement.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Okay.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
Taking everything in your house before I talk to you. Sorry, not sorry. Whoa. Fancy award. Okay. Stole everything from you.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He must have his reasons. He's focusing on the wrong problems, that's for certain. Why didn't anyone speak up with you? Ooh. Yeah,
Because they're
good question.
cowards. To them, I'm just a cautionary tale. A fallen animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
You stuck to your principles, that's what matters. Will you still fight the Dream Scourge? I'm sorry for exile. You're better off without the governor controlling. You stuck to your principle, that's
I
what
wish
matters.
I could take credit for Giatta's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
Chocolate, you have a vendetta against it. Once you've heard it, what's next for you? Enough talk, let's focus on it. You talk? Like,
In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see a Nadiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
it wouldn't be the first time I sacrificed my ethics in exchange for an ally. Ooh, that's a good one.
We haven't even gotten started and we're already talking about ethics. I can tell I'm going to like you. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
As people keep reminding me.
Sorry. I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. while I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
You alright?
I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Messiverno. Forever.
It won't be forever. Oh, excuse me, nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning with new friends.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Will my colleagues even talk to me after what happens to you?
Don't worry. Ignacy can't banish us all. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
Name dropping, dang. Sounds like I have my work cut out for me. What do you expect to learn? Such an electric bunch of answers. So what's your theory on the Dream Scourge anyway?
I'd rather not speculate until we have more data. If you have questions, I'm sure the others can answer them. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter.
Research.
I want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant.
Let's see. This way. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba-bo.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong with your
Huh? Does the zombies just come out at night to do the garden? Oh, can't read. Said I was going to Beavers, but C's closer now.
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or
I don't think it's fair.
it used to be.
Is anything wrong?
Yeah, don't look like it much more, huh?
Pick on the nookie, you know? I'll be back out there in no time. You watch.
Lockpick. Always can go for a good lockpick. Gimme.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question.
Neither. They just are. Anything else is speculation.
Ah, I hate speculation. I want answers.
Talk.
Remy, look what I found.
Love her glasses.
A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Sure, friend.
Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike shows all the classic indicators of intelligence, but not of sentience. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for
Assume I
us.
didn't know English.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind.
What is going on? Oh, everything. Why haven't you told her this already?
The information wouldn't be worth anything if we just gave it to her freely, now would it? Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Am I blending into crowd for change? I don't mind blending
Tired
in.
of being remarkable? Interesting.
Oh, you think I'm remarkable?
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
I try to help people whenever I
So,
can.
you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Change their lives. There are many ways to leave a legacy, and mine are none of your business. Sassy.
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
What does Adra have to do with the Dream Scourge? I assume not just any player will do because nothing is ever that simple. One more question. What do I have? What does the Adra have to do with the Dream
of course.
Scourge?
The idea is a bit high-minded. Adra acts like a pathway for souls as they rejoin the wheel.
And the Dream Scourge is a plague of the soul, is it not?
So, just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Wonderful.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear
Hurry,
Giotto
before they
was
change their
sent into
minds.
exile?
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Ow. Sounds like maybe. Didn't read. Purple. Go to B next because it's closer. Zombie. Why? Oh, cool.
A godlike in Emerald's Den. Well, well, maybe our luck's improving. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
Who? Excuse me?
Beatrice, you know, the one with her viscera on display? As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
We can smell it, too.
Oh, I bet.
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple.
You're using the undead for labor?
What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly.
He don't
now,
look
Beatrice,
friendly.
she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
Are you kidding me? She's your reverend. I'll tell you what doesn't belong in there, my hand.
Just imagine you're preparing to roast a chicken.
Oh my
a
gosh.
wet, ropey, warm chicken. If Beatrice ate something that disagreed with her, the least I can do is keep it from spreading to the rest of the flock.
Make sure you wash your hands after this.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like cleaning a deer carcass.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting? Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural. Giatta Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor.
What an honor.
I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
Afraid he did.
He's a bigger fool than I thought. Very
Yes, yes.
well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm.
Oh my
I'm up
god,
to my
get your
ears in
undead
chores
corpse to
around
do
here, and
it.
the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
You want me to?
Yes, quickly and mercifully if you can. Silvo is one of my ravenings, my oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come.
I dealt with him already
You
because
did?
I
That was quick.
ADHD as
Poor
hell.
Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
Anytime.
Well, he was my first successful raising. Flawed and messy, but mine. So, the Dream Scourge.
Excuse me.
I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
You haven't shared these findings with anyone? The vet thinks we need an Adair pillar or Adra pillar to study.
Quite right. A broken clock is right twice a day, after all. Adra is a conduit for essence. So maybe you'll find a connection between the essence and the Dream Scourge. Like the rings of a tree. A very old Adra pillar could remember its last brush with the Dream Scourge. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here.
Oh, thank you.
Toward what end, only you can say.
In other words, you don't know anything.
Animancer's tug at the curtain between life and death. But only death can draw it open to reveal that truth. You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Yeah, give him a check.
Really have been sleeping.
What is that
entirely
one
too
over there
well.
doing?
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Yeah. Oh, man. Alright. Attribute points. You're a wizard, Harry. Oh. Oh. Pretty cool. Power attacks with wand deal. Increased stun nearby enemies and caught in explosion. Receive the same amount of stun as the original. Wow. That's mental. I can make it 0. Enemies are stunned in place for the duration. They just walked right through each other. Crazy. These farmers market.
What'll it be? Godlike?
Why not? Fix up those. Alright, we are gonna do this one right here. This place.
Oh, those...
A bear. Oh, what's that? God.
Oh, the Trentons. A bunch of butzos, if you ask me. But
Thank you.
they are dangerous, I admit. Watch yourself out there.
No.
Oh,
Oh, it's those
I heard
glasses
there was
again.
a new arrival, but I didn't expect a
Hey,
godlike.
so what's those glasses?
Welcome to our modest workshop.
Yata.
Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay.
And she's holding it over your head. and that's
Unfortunately,
why I'm
I
here.
cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Maybe I could fix.
A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
Are you currently using copper or Adra?
Copper allows greater power modulation through shaping, but Adra has the potential to store more essence. I could use a large single block of Adra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
Adragon. At the risk of stating the obvious.
Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
Let's see
Do
what
be
I
careful.
can do.
Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Adragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
You're right.
Welcome to my fine establishment.
Get it, get it, get it. Interesting. Wow, okay. So fast. I've been here before. Her. Points here. This is crazy. Ugh. Oh. This one's potato. So, that right now. Get rid of these two. Embers, sparks. Boy. Oh, I didn't see that beetle. Oh, beetle.
Got them all.
Unseen, unheard.
Here we go.
You're not looking so good.
Oh, God. Okay. All of that for 11. Crazy work. What we got here?
Gone. Adelaro's gone. He's a dream. Hello. Are you a fish too? The sardines shimmer. They swim in silver circles.
Something's not right with her. The Dream Scourge. Is this how it starts? She might still be able to understand us.
Our soul chokes. The snake is coiled around us, around Adelaro's throat. Adelaro's face burst into violet when the dreams came. Red violets. He joined the others.
She's talking about another dream thrall. We better find him before he finds us.
She watched that happen to him. God.
A lamb taken from the flock. How do we soothe her?
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us.
Trust the gods, they'll guide you.
Snakes in the water. They break us. They tear up our roots. Soon the rest of Fior will be swallowed by dreams too. But tell us of Adelaro first. Where is he?
If nothing else, you'll spare her from having to see it.
Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio. He will understand our song. But Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us. Please, help us sleep soundly.
Okay. Not even a sleeping bag in there. You're not sleeping comfortably, girl. Can't be having dreams. Oh, it's broken. Whoa.
There. That's Thomas' old house. Wonder what he wanted me to find. The place feels different without him. He left something behind for me. Help me look around. Tama painted that?
Oh. Hi, it's you.
No idea.
Oh.
So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? recognize that.
Of course you
That
do.
can't be. His most prized possession. Damn you, Tama. Damn you. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it, let alone. All this time, I never knew. And he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave him years ago.
That's about his reasons.
Well, I'm struggling to see what those might be. And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. Things I don't talk about.
If you didn't believe that, he would have treasured your gift.
If he really did, he would have told me. I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and a handful of mercenary campaigns since. I was a chewed-up piece of flotsam drifting to the living lands.
Can't blame him for keeping his feelings to himself when you did the same.
Oh, I don't blame him. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I was. A coward who failed him. I let him down. He was always there when I needed him. But when he needed me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna need some time with this. You wouldn't say that if you knew. Never mind. Let's keep moving. A little fresh air will clear my head.
That painting is so huge. Oh, Kai. Hello? Huh? Oh my god. Everybody has kung fu fighting. What the hell is that thing? Oh my god.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Yeah. That's crazy.
love seeing nature reclaim these ruins. Another part thinks nature needs to calm itself.
It's hold on for a second.
You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
That's the worst kind of flesh wounds. Everybody likes to call. Lots of open skin contact.
Or bear claws.
Snap flies like the peeled
Lord.
skin. Fog mites love the blood.
I'm sure it's... quiet as the depths.
That is tall. Oh, of course. Oh, what? Dang. On that note, Peace out.